Hello and welcome to Mando-Bros. Today we're going to be playing another game for Season 2, or Battle Reports. Today we're playing on our other map we got from iWar Game. It's called Underbelly. We'll throw that in the description if you want to check it out. It's the same as the last one with the deployment zones, and then it's got the objective already marked on the map.
First we deployed. I'd like to thank Hal Martin for suggesting this list. If I don't do good, it's probably my fault. First I started with Lord Maul, and then Bo-Katan Kryze, followed by the Clan Kryze Mandalorians.
Then I deployed General Grievous, Kraken, and the V2 battle droids.
Then I deployed the lovely Mother Talzin herself, followed by Savage Opress and the Night Sister Acolytes.
Then I deployed Asajj Ventress, Kalani, and the B1 battle droids.
Ew.
Everyone's favorite.
They stink. Like, literally.
They're so good.
Like, they need to take a shower.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're playing Sabotage Showdown. I got first player. I went ahead and drew, and I got set the charges. So we get to press forward, meaning we get an activation with the a dash with the Shatterpoint activation.
Yeah, you get an activation.
Words are not my strong suit today. If either of us sound a little under, we're pretty tired. Kind of lack of sleep lately, so. Anyway, let's start with our first activation, shall we?
Sure.
Night Sister Acolytes. With the lovely sisters that they are, we're going to go ahead and start by taking a move action, which will be advance with this one. Sorry about my hand there. I would use my other hand, but I can't quite fit there very well. A little tight terrain here. We'll go there. And we'll pay the force to do the acrobatic advance. So we get a jump. This one's going to jump. She's going to go to here, which will bring her up here. And this one's just going to go straight up. They get a hunker for that. And then we'll also just take cover to give them a little bit extra of a range up here. Keep this one within 2, I believe. Yep, we're good there. Bring this one to right here. Keeping it within 2, obviously. Scoot your base back, you cheater. And with that, we'll take control of those objectives and move on to scoring. At the end of that, I'll control objectives number 2, 3, and 4. And Tau will control objectives number 5 and 6. I will not move the struggle tracker because it is the first turn of the game.
I'll draw my first card.
Don't do it at the trap.
And I'll get Kalani.
I don't like that.
I do. With Kalani, we're going to Roger. And I position all these to be within 4 of Kalani, like you should if you're using droids. Just supports. So he'll dash. And he'll get to come up here. Just within 1 of that.
They can't fit through that door, you cheater.
Sure they can. Then the other B2. He's going here. Then the B1s are going to dash. He's going there. And he'll go there. Then we'll go ahead and do an advance, which we just want to be right up here so we can see the Night Sisters, and we're going to take a shot with Kalani on them. All right, Kalani gets 7. See, 1 fail, 2 crits, 2 expertise, and a strike.
The Night Sisters normally get 5, but they have 2 hunkers, so that gives them 2 more, plus terrain, plus they are being targeted by a ranged attack, and with darkness and shadows, they get an additional 1 for a total of 9. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Cheater.
Oh, you got crits. You're fine. 1, 2, 3, 4 fails, 2 blocks, and 3 expertise.
3 expertise for Kalani, which is just 2+ is a crit, and 2 strikes.
I get a block and a reposition. So a block and strikes out, and the crits will go through.
3 on Kalani's tree will do 2 damage, a shove of damage. So she's just going there, which overlapping, so she can only go to the back of that. And then we get a free tactical network and a damage. With the tactical network, we're gonna take this B2 here.
B1.
B1. Sorry, that he upgraded.
Weird upgrade.
Yeah, I know. They're not gonna dash, but they'll do the 5 dice attack. So I already messed up on Kalani. He could have got an extra dice with the concentrate all firepower. I'll try to remember that moving forward. And then with the B1s, as far as we can tell on their 5 dice attack, they can use concentrate all firepower because it says when they make an attack, not a combat action. So they would get to add 1 dice to make it 6. If we're not doing that right, let us know. We'll correct it in the future. 2 fails, 2 strikes, and 2 expertise.
We get 9 once again.
That's a lot of expertise.
2 fails, 1 block, and 6 expertise.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
2 expertise with the B1s that upgraded to B2s. They get a strike.
I get a block.
So.
And a reposition.
Oh, I get 1/3 then. You know what that is?
That's 1 damage.
1 damage.
And now I get 2 repositions. With this reposition, I think it's best for us if we just go back to where we were.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
You don't want to go somewhere else? You sure?
No, we're good.
Well, at the end of that, we didn't take another objective, so that's not great. But we kind of got people moved around, so I'll still have objectives 5 and 6. Move it 2 towards my side, putting the 2 on my side.
Next activation, I'll get Holy Mother. We're going to go ahead and spend a force to put the Holy Mother in reserve and get Mr. Lord Angry Maul. With Lord Maul, I'm going to pay a damage to give him force speed.
NASCAR.
We'll be right back. Next, we will take what's called a climb action. The climb action is going to get him up to here, which will trigger the ingress point. We will double check our range ability here, which is range 4 for a range attack with Maul, so he can attack the B2s. Alrighty then. Mr. Lord Angry Maul gets 7 dice for his range attack. Let's hope for the best. Got 2 fails, 1 crit, 3 strikes, and an expertise.
Not enough fails.
For you.
The awesome B2s get 4. 1 fail, 2 blocks, and an expertise.
Not enough fails.
Yeah.
I will get 1 critical and 1 damage.
I will get 1 block.
So we'll do 2 on the tree.
Yep.
So we get 2 on the tree. For the first one, we get a shove and 2 damage. So we're going to take advantage of this. I'm going to shove him over here. Unfortunately, it's not going to get him all the way off. He's still going to be up here. And then for the reposition, we want to get to where we're still within 2 of this point. So we're just going to get ahead of that point a little bit. So maybe when somebody attacks us, we'll be all right. That'll be it. With that, life drain does happen. So I will remove the 1 damage from Maul.
Of course.
We control points number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll move it 4 towards my side, putting it in the 2 position on our side.
Alright, my next activation. I'll get Bracken.
Crackhead, you said.
Getting all the super tacticals out of the way. With Kraken, do not let them escape. We're going to choose the B2s. Each character gets to dash. So this big boy gets to go here. This big boy doesn't like getting shoved around, so he gets to go there. Then we're going to go ahead and make a climb action. Kraken. He's going to go here. And then he's going to go ahead and fire on Maul. Alright, Kraken gets 7, and then target concentrate all firepower. He's within with that T2, so he gets another dice. He gets 8. 1 fail. Oh, 2 fails. 3 hits, or 3 strikes. Oh, sorry, 4 strikes. Apparently I can't count. 2 expertise.
Maul gets 6. No fails. 3 blocks.
That's good.
And 3 expertise.
2 expertise is crit and 2 strikes.
And I get 3 blocks.
That's too many.
Not enough.
How many? Geez, 6?
Yep.
Okay, you can block all those, I guess.
I will.
That was fun. We'll do 1. Well, just 1 on the tree. We're going to do the shove and a damage. So we're going to shove them all down.
Oh, he wants to go over here.
No, he wants to go straight off. And we will follow. And I'm sure my arm's in the way. Scoot over. There we go. And that will not get us within that. Nope. And Maul's still in that, right?
Yep.
So it's just tied. So he'll keep it. Well, at the end of that, we're just falling further behind. We still only have objectives 5 and 6. Move it 2 towards my side, put it in the middle, and we'll get a momentum power right here.
For my next activation, I'll get the Clan Kreese Mandalorians. With the Clan Kreese Mandalorians, we're going to start their turn by taking an advance. Make sure you're not both hand there. Very similar. We'll be right back. Next, we're going to pay a force to do jetpack. The first one, I'm going to get right there. It's going to put you right here. Other one, we're going to use this to get the ingress point. Hang out up here with your buddy. Since they were within 2, they're the Mandalorians are stronger together triggers, so they get that free focus. Next, they're going to take combat action, starting off by shooting on Kraken. Let's see where it gets us. Actually, we'll start with this guy shooting on Kraken, see what kind of angles we can get going on here. So to start with, they have Sharpshooter 1, as many people know, so that adds an additional dice on top of the focus they get, so they get a total of 8 dice. 3 fails, 3 crits, and 2 expertise.
Kraken gets 4. 1 fail, 2 blocks, and an expertise.
I get a strike.
I'll get 1 block. I'll block that 1.
That's good. We'll do 3 on the tree. We'll get 3 on the tree, so we're going to start with a shove and a damage. Cal, could you help me there? And then a shove and 2 damage. Next shove is way back there. And then an exposed.
Boy, thanks.
For the next attack, oh wait, I apologize. I forgot to do the following ahead here. And then
What are you doing?
right there. And then for the next attack, we're just going to go ahead and shoot on these B2s, get them off of this gantry. Darn clankers. Clan Kreese gets 8 dice once again on the B2s. Not as good as last time. We get 3 fails, 3 strikes, and 2 expertise.
I get 4 again. The droids have awesome defense. Especially when they roll fails. It's even better.
I get
2 blocks.
1 strike. So we'll block 2 out. We'll do 2 on the tree. This time on the tree, we're going to go with a pinned and a damage, and then a shove and 2 damage. for that shove. We're going to get him right off of there. I'm going to keep that point for now.
Then they have protection, so they take 1 less damage.
Correct. Move on to scoring. I control points number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll move it 4 to my side, put it in the 4 position on my side.
I'll draw my next card, and I'll get Asajj. I apologize, I'm missing triggers left and right. On Kraken's turn, I could have paid a force for Tactical Network, dashed the B2s, and took that objective that Maul was at, but I'm missing stuff, so that's my fault. With Ventress, we're going to advance. Then we're going to do Dathomirian Dexterity for force. So we'll get her here. She's going to climb up. And then we're going to have to go ahead and pay another force to do Dathomirian Dexterity again. We need to jump on this side. That way if we get any shoves through, we can shove her off there. I'm going to have to flip Ventress to her Form 2 Makashi side, because that has all the shoves on it. So she gets 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikes. And an expertise.
We get 4 dice. Not looking too good. 1 fail, 2 expertise, block.
1 expertise is 2 crits.
We get 1 block. Block 2 out. Get 6 on the tree.
Alright, we're doing the whole tree. We're just gonna. First one's just a shove and a heal and a damage. We have nothing to heal. And then a shove and 2 damage. Shove her down. We'll stay there. And then we'll go up top from there to do a reposition and a damage. We're going to reposition over to this side. And then we're going to get a free force push. And we're going to choose Savage down here. So he's within 3. And we're going to push him 3 away.
After that, she wounded the Night Sisters, so Mother Talzin will do Wrath of the Great Mother. She's going to dash. And then make a 5 dice attack on Ventress. Alright, Mother gets 5. 1 fail, 2 strikes, 1 crit, and 1 expertise.
Ventress also gets 5. 2 fails, 1 block, 2 expertise.
I get 1 crit, 1 strike.
I get 2 blocks.
So block this out, and we'll do 2 on the tree.
Nope.
For the 2 on the tree, we're going to do a shove and 2 damage, which will put her right to the edge here. And then another shove and a damage. Put her right down below. And we'll retain control of this position.
And she didn't take that one either, so I didn't do anything there. Well, this struggle is pretty much over. Didn't get anything out of that, just wounded them, so got a momentum. And I still just have objectives 5 and 6. Move a 2 towards my side, put the 2 on his side, and I'll get another momentum.
For my next activation, I'll get Savage. With the angry guy, Savage oppressed himself. We're going to take an advance. Get in here. And then we'll pay a force for Furious Rush. And get him right up there next to his sister. Hello, sister. I love you so much.
Love you so much, I'm going to kill you.
Yep. And then we're going to take an attack on her. We're going to pay the extra force for the coordinated fire from the Night Sisters to give her an exposed. This is in hopes to try and wound her, to try and end this struggle here. Savage gets 9 dice total, because he normally gets 7, and then he gets 2 because he's attacking a primary unit. Oop. That's a fail. 1, 2, 3, 4 fails. 1 crit, 3 strikes, and 1 expertise.
Ventress gets 5. She's on her Form 2 Makashi side, and she isn't exposed. 1 block.
I get a crit and a damage. So block 1, and we'll do 4 on the tree.
And with riposte, you're going to take 2 damage for having failed.
That's fair. We're going to get 4 on the tree. So it'll be 2 damage, followed by an exposed and a damage, a strained and a damage, and a disarmed and a damage.
She's wounded.
At the end of that, I gain a momentum for wounding Ventress. We'll move it 4 to my side, put it in the 6th position on my side, which will win me the struggle.
Oh, I lost the first struggle, so I drew the next one. We got they're jamming her comms, which the Shatterpoint you'll get to. Well, I chose the bottom one. Then with the Shatterpoint, the regroup, you'll get to remove 2 damage or 1 condition. Roll for priority. It's the expertise. I'll draw my next card. I'll get the B1s. Kalani's got that failed one locked down, so we're going to go ahead and move out of there. Move the B1s. This one's going to climb.
Does he have a key to that lock?
Yeah.
Or a combination?
Sure. He'll climb there to take the ingress. There. You want to hand me my other tool?
Which one do you need? This one?
Yeah. This one's going to advance. We're just going to look here first. That one looks like it's within 5. The one up top.
Yep.
Whoops. And I just moved Mother.
She likes to move it, move it.
So we're going to back. We're going to back this guy up. We don't want to get too close. Oh, she has a range 4, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yep, we'll back up a little bit and they'll both attack Mother. Alright, we'll do the D1 up top first. You get 7.
Wolf.
3 fails. 2 strikes. And 2 expertise.
Mother gets 7 for ranged. 2 fails, 4 blocks, and 1 expertise.
Now, 2 of these is just a strike, so you'll block it all out. Oh, let's do it again. We'll get more fails this time. 4 of them.
I think you forgot to go to the crit store today.
Yep. Strike and 2 expertise. And you'll block it out. That's just 1.
That is correct.
Okay. They're done. Well, at the end of that, Kalani is within the failed. V1s take over the expertise, which was a priority, so I'll move it 3 towards my side, putting a 3 on my side.
Roll for priority. Block. For my next activation, we'll go ahead and grab Mother out of reserve. At the start of Mother Talzin's turn, I have both Obscuring Shadows and Unwitting Brute triggering. So with the Unwitting Brute...
You gotta do hers first.
Oh yeah. Well, they're both going pretty much the same way. Either way I would do them. Obscuring Shadows is going to go this way with him. So that he is still within range 3. And then the Unwitting Brute, he's going to go butt up against these guys. Then she will take a climb action.
You can't see that, but Savage is underneath the gantry up against the V1s that are there.
I'll get you another shot of it here quick. She's going to climb to up here. And she'll take an attack on the B1s. We'll be right back. Peekaboo. There he is. Since they are within range of the Night Sister Acolytes, it's a bit risky knowing that I got Bo-Katan coming up. But I'm going to go ahead and spend that force to give them an exposed. My attempt here is to try and wound them and get closer to that point. Mother gets 7. She's on her Great Mother side. 1 fail, 3 crits, 2 strikes, and 1 expertise.
I don't think you need the exposed.
I guess. I rolled better than I thought I would.
I guess you can have it either way.
I get a crit and a strike. So we'll go ahead and run the whole tree, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So we're going to start by giving them a shove and 2 damage. I'm going to get them right down here next to Night Sisters. They're going to become friends. Then we're going to do an expose and 2 damage, 2 more damage, shove and damage. So for the first shove, I apologize. I kind of skipped ahead here. She's going to move ahead. The second shove. I'll try and cover this a little bit more. And then we're going to do 3 damage, and that will wound them. Show 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When Mother Talzin does damage to the B1s, Life Drain will trigger, and I can heal 1, which will be from Savage. At the end of that, I gain a momentum for wounding the B1s. I control the priority and the expertise, so I'll move it 3 towards me, putting it in the 0 position, which gives us a
momentum party. Roll for priority. It's the expertise. Draw my next card. I'll get the Shatterpoint. With the Shatterpoint, I'm going to use Savage.
Savage?
Asajj, sorry. Asajj. When you activate the Shatterpoint, you can remove a condition. I'm going to remove the strained. And then when she flips from wounded to injured, I'm going to get rid of the disarmed. And we're going to go ahead and pay 2 force. Dathomirian dexterity. Get us here. Within 2 of the objective and Mother Talzin. And we'll go ahead and take a focus and attack her. Well, we're going to try to shove Mother off of there, but I don't know if it's going to work. We'll find out. We'll have to be in her form to Makashi's side for the shoves, which she was already on that side. I'll get 7, and then the focus is 8. 2 fails. 5 strikes, and an expertise.
Mother gets 5 for melee. 2 fails, 2 blocks, and expertise.
1 expertise is 2 crits.
I get 1 block.
So we're blocking 3?
Yep.
So I'll do 4 on the tree. 4 on the tree on that side, that's for the whole tree. We're going to heal and a damage, so we're going to get rid of that exposed. Then we're going to do a shove and 2 damage. So we're going to shove her this way. Put her at the edge. And then we'll go with and then we'll do we'll do, let's see, I think we'll do the reposition and a damage. So we'll just move right here, and then we'll get the free force push. So we'll move for 3. To there. And we'll take the, so at the end of that, we'll take the expertise, which is the priority, and we still have the fail. So we'll move it 3 towards my side, put the 3 on my side.
Go for priority. Expertise again. For my next activation, I'll get the Shatterpoint. Well, we can make the safe play here by using the Death of the Night Sisters. And we could bring both of them up here with Ventress, take the priority 100%, and it goes back to the middle, and we have a momentum party. Or I can take 1 over here to attack Ventress and try and shove her off this point, and take the other one over here to try and shove him off that point and take both of the points. You know, there's still one more struggle if we lose this one. I say let's risk it for the biscuit. We're going to take an advance.
Flip from wounded to injured.
Flip from wounded to injured. They didn't have anything on them, so they don't do anything. That one's going to move there. This one's going to move here. And then we'll make an attack on both Ventress and Kalani. And we'll see what happens. For the first attack, we're going to go Ventress. So we only get 5 dice in melee. Come on, 2 crits. Oh no, 1 fail, 1 strike, and 3 expertise. Come on, all fails.
Ventress gets 6 on her Form 2 Makashi side. Well, a fail, 2 blocks, and 3 expertise.
I get 2 strikes.
3 expertise is 2 blocks.
Well, we risked it, and it didn't happen. That's unfortunate. Let's go after Kalani now with 6 dice.
Are you in range?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they got a range of 2.
Okay.
I found 1 crit, and 2 expertise, and 3 strikes.
I'm at a ranged attack. I don't know what their range was. He gets 4.
Yeah, they only have a range of 2 for their range attacks.
Oh. Okay. Well, if you're not within 2 then.
Oh, okay.
2 fails, a block, and an expertise.
I get 2 strikes.
I don't think you're taking that one. I get 1 block, so I'm only blocking 2.
It's really unfortunate. We get 4 on the tree.
It's unfortunate that you got
It's
4.
unfortunate because I wanted the other point as well. I got a little greedy. With the 4 on the tree, we're going to give him a pin and a damage. Then a shove and a damage. So shove. I'll shove him off that point. We're going to remain there. Then we'll do an exposed and a damage and a jump and 2 damage. For the jump, we're just going to get to this other side. We'll move on to scoring. At the end of that, I only control the block objective and the fail objective, so I'll move a 2 to my side, put in the 1 position on Tao's side, and I'll get a momentum.
Roll for priority. It's the expertise. Draw my next card. I'll get the B2s. Well, we're going to go ahead and pay a force. Put them in reserve. I will have 1 left. And we want to get Coffee Cough Grievous. With Grievous, his onward, he's going to choose Kraken. He's a battle droid. He's going to dash this way. He doesn't want that exposed, but I guess he'll take it with him. Then we're just going to take an advance. Get him here. Put it. That'll put us within 2. The Night Sister, and we'll go ahead and attack her. Grievous is on his quad arm attack side, so he gets 8. 1 fail, 1 crit, 3 strikes, 3 expertise.
You get 4, 2 fails, and 2 blocks.
3 expertise is 2 crits and a damage.
So I'll block 2 out. Do 4 on the tree.
4 on the tree. We're going to go up top, do 2 damage, then 3 damage, then 2 damage, and a disarmed, and that'll wound him.
That'll trigger Mother Talzin and Grievous, correct?
With General Grievous on another fine addition to my collection, when he wounded him, he's going to heal 2. He's actually going to heal the exposed and the pinned off of Kalani.
And then Mother is going to make a dash. And a 5 dice attack on Grievous. Mother gets 5, 2 strikes, and 3 expertise.
Grievous gets 4 because he's a stupid droid. 3 failed and an expertise.
I get a crit and 2 strikes.
I get 1 block.
Block it out. We'll do 4 on the tree. First, we're going to get a shove and 2 damage. So for the first shove, go back from whence you came. We'll move up. Then we're going to do an exposed and 2 damage, followed by 2 more damage, followed by another shove and a damage. We'll go right here. and you can take that with you.
Well, at the end of that, I didn't want that objective anyways. So I'll just get the priority, which was the expertise. So I'll move a 2 towards my side, putting the 3 on my side, and I'll get a momentum for wounding the Night Sisters.
Go for priority. It's the fail. For my last activation, I'll get Bo-Katan. At the start of Bo's turn with Pride of the Mandalore, I'm going to go ahead and jetpack this guy down below. So that he's right in between these two, so when they try to activate next, we're going to have a heck of a time. Next, we're going to go ahead and take an advance with her. And then we're going to go ahead and fire on this B2 over here. Actually, you know what? Let's make it this one. Because that's what we're here to do. Harass. Bo-Katan gets 6 dice with a ranged attack. 1 fail, 1 crit, and 4 strikes.
B2s get 4. 1 fail, 2 blocks, and an expertise. 1 expertise as a block.
So you'll block 3 out. We'll do 2 on the tree. 2 on the tree is going to be 2 damage, and then a pinned and a damage.
Well, that'll wound them. They have protection, so you get rid of 1 and 2 goes through.
Yep.
On you 2.
At the end of that...
Well, you did 4 damage technically, because they already have a pin.
Yeah. At the end of that, I still control the failed block. I get a momentum for wounding the B2s. Move it to the center, and we'll get a...
Momentum party. Roll for priority. That's the failed.
I went ahead and shuffled and got all my force back.
I'm going to go ahead and use the B2s because that's all I have left. B2s, they flip from wounded to injured. They remove the pin. Then since they're stuck in melee with everybody, all they can do is dash. Always dash in there. Dash in there. Should both be within 2, so they'll just attack Bo. The B2s get 5 for melee. Target concentrate all firepower, they'll get 6. So the first one, we'll just do the last one that moves, we'll do him first. 1 fail, 1 crit, 3 strikes, and an expertise.
And you're out of the old ball game. Bo gets 4. 3 blocks and 1 expertise.
1 expertise is a damage. Or no. Strike, sorry. We're in melee now.
And I get 2 blocks.
So 1. 1 on the tree is a shove and a damage. So we're shoving her back. And you're going there. Do the next one. Alright, the next one gets 6. 3 fails, 2 strikes, and an expertise.
4 once again. All fails.
1 is a strike. So we'll do 3. 3 on the tree, we'll do a shove of damage. So we're going to shove her back against that building. So we'll follow to there. Then we'll do 2 damage, and then we'll go down below for a reposition and a damage. So we'll reposition, and we'll just go like right there. We'll take that point. At the end of that, I'll still have the expertise, and I took the block. I'll move a 2 towards my side, put the 2 on my side.
Roll for priority. The expertise.
I'll reshuffle and get my force back.
My next activation, we'll get Savage. I'll pay a force to put him in reserve. We'll get Clan Kreese. Clan Kreese, we're going to take an advance this one is going to move to right down here. I want this one to be right about there, to where we're still within 2 there. One of them is going to be melee, one of them is going to be ranged. So we'll start with the ranged guy right here. Mandalorians are stronger together triggers. Normally we get 6. They have sharpshooter 1 and a focus, so we get 8. One fail, 2 fails. Let's see what happens there. It's a crit. So 3 crits, 2 expertise, and 1 strike.
B2s get 4 for ranged. They'll fail, and 2 expertise.
We get 1 strike.
Get 1 block.
So block 1 out. We'll do 4 on the tree. So we're going to start by giving them a pin and a damage, followed by a shove and 2 damage. Shove is going to put them right up against that building. We're going to follow in. Then we're going to give them exposed and do 1 more shove and a damage. So the shove's going to keep him there. We're going to just move in slightly closer. Next attack will be the melee attack right here. We normally get 5 for melee, but we got the focus, so we got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 strikes. 8 expertise. Fail.
Melee, they get 3 when they have an exposed. So we'll fail it all.
Only get 1 strike, so we'll do 5 on the tree. Should be the whole tree. So we'll start by doing a shove and a damage. Push them this way. We'll follow. Then we'll do another shove and 2 damage. Then we'll give them another exposed, another shove and another damage. And then 2 more damage. At the end of that, I'll take control of the block objective because that will wound them. So I will gain a momentum for that.
Well, you had 2 in there anyways.
2 in there.
You got 2 people then too, don't you?
Yeah.
So you had it anyways.
And then I will move it 2 towards my side, putting the center, which is a momentum party.
Roll for priority. It's the expertise. Draw my next card. I'll get the B1s. Alright, the B1s are going to flip from wounded to injured. And they're going to take that exposed off. And they're about to duke it out with Holy Mother. He has to dash because he's in melee with Savage. So he'll dash there. This one will take a full advance. I should say these guys. That'll get us within 2. Let's see. Are they both in melee with her? It looks like it. Yep. So they'll both do melee against her. Alright, the B1s get 5 in melee, and then they get an extra 1 for target concentrate all firepower. Two fails, a crit, an expertise, and 2 strikes.
I get 5 dice. 2 of which are fails, 2 blocks, and 1 expertise.
1 expertise is a strike.
I get a block.
So 1 on the tree, which is 1 damage. Ooh, that was a good one. That B1 walked up there and said, "Listen here, Clanker," and
Yeah, he did.
slapped her in the face.
Something.
Alright, get 6 again. He got confused. He thought she was a Clanker.
Must have.
4 fails. 1 strike, 1 expertise.
1 fail, 3 expertise in one
Well,
block.
you'll block it all out because this is just a strike.
I just get 2 blocks and a crit to a strike.
It's a good thing I had all those crits.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 damage on all of that.
Yep.
And I'll take that objective. At the end of that, I'll have the priority, which was the expertise. And I'll take the failed. Move it 3 towards my side, put 3 on my side.
Priority. Expertise. My God. I'm going to activate Savage out of reserve. So here's my hopes and my thinking on this. In order for me to stay afloat for at least one more turn to try and get this struggle done with and win the game, I have to use Savage to try and annihilate Ventress here. So we're going to take a climb action, which is going to put him up here with her. We're going to attack her. And I'm going to use the 2 force from the Night Sister Acolytes to put exposed on her with coordinating fire. Normally we get 7 dice, but with overpowering monsters, since she is a primary, we get 2 additional for a total of 9. 1, 2, 3 fails, 2 crits, 2 strikes, and 2 expertise.
Ventress gets 6 on her Form 2 Makashi side. 1, 2, 3, 4 fails. 2 blocks.
I get a crit and a damage.
I get 2 blocks.
So you'll block this out. We'll do 3 on the tree, which is going to be a total of 6 damage, so 7 damage. Next, we're just might as well go all in on this and pay the 2 force for Dark Fury and roll 5 attack dice and hope that we can get 2 damage on her. Are you kidding me?
Is it just
It's just 1.
just strikes and crits?
Just strikes and crits. She does, however, get an exposed.
Really?
Yep. That's very, very unfortunate, and that's going to lose us the struggle here, I do believe. Currently, we only have 1 objective.
Blocked.
So we'll move it 1 toward our side, put in the 2 on his side. We'll get no momentum because we're full on it.
Roll for priority. Still blocked. Draw out my next card. And I'll get Ventress, I guess.
That's exactly what I was telling you that was going to happen.
Well, I guess with Ventress, we're just going to go ahead and attack Savage right now, and then we'll see what happens there. With Ventress, we're on the Form 2 Makashi side. We get 7. 1 fail. 3 expertise, and 3 strikes.
I give up.
4 fails. 3 expertise is 2 crits. So 5. We got 5, but we can only do 4 on this side of the tree. So we'll do a heal and a damage. So we'll remove our exposed. And then we'll do a shove and 2 damage, which he had protection on the first one, so the damage didn't go through. This shove won't go through, but he'll take the 2 damage. Then we'll do a shove and 3 damage. And we'll go to here. And then 3 heals. So we'll heal her down to 5. So at the end of that, we'll have the failed and the expertise. So move it 2 towards my side, put it 4, and I'll win the struggle.
Well, since I lost, I went ahead and drew for struggle 3. I got signal to transport. For this one, you get to regroup for the start of the Shatterpoint activation. You can remove 2 damage or 1 condition. Both priority. The block. My next activation, I'll get the Holy Mother. At the start of Mother's turn, with Obscuring Shadows, I'm going to go ahead and give Maul the dash. Next, she's going to take a climb action. She's going to get up here, which will be the ingress point, which will get her to right there. and then we will I guess we can just attack Kalani down below over here. Can't really see him here, but trust me, he's there.
I don't believe you.
There he is. Mother is on her Great Mother side, so she gets 7 dice for a ranged attack. No fails, 2 crits, 3 strikes, and 2 expertise.
Kalani gets 4. 2 fails, 2 expertise.
I get a crit and a strike.
I get 1 block.
Block 2 out. We'll do
Block 1.
block 1 out. We'll do 6 on the tree. To start, we'll do 1 shove and then 2 damage. Followed by an exposed and 2 damage. Followed by a pinned and a damage. Followed by another shove and a damage. Followed by a reposition and a damage. For the reposition, we're going to go up closer to this doorway right here. That should wound him. Since she did 1 damage, she gets to heal 1 with life drain, so she'll go down to 4. At the end of that, we get a momentum for wounding Kalani. And we move it. We control the block, which is the priority, and the fail. So we move it 3 to our side, put it in 3 position, and then Tau does control the expertise.
Roll for priority. It's the blocked one they just took. Draw my next card. I'll get Grievous. With Grievous, we're going to pay a force for Scuttle. His onward, there's no droids within 4. You just have all my stuff over there?
No?
You have my 4, you have my 3, you have my 2. Oh, hey, look, there's my 4. Oh, there's my 2. There's my 3. Oh, thanks. I needed those. Thanks, friend. Oh, I guess he is within 4. So, for the onward, Kraken's a battle droid. Oh, where the hell he's gonna go? We'll go this way, I guess. I will pay the force for Scuttle. So we'll go here. Let's do like a partial there. And we'll climb. Oh, that was cool. Let's try that again.
Earthquake.
Yeah. We'll climb up here. And attack Mother. Grievous is on his quad arm attack side. He gets 8 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fails, I guess. 2 crits and a strike.
Two fails, 3 blocks.
So, block the 1, get 2. Well, 2 on the tree is 2 damage and then 3 damage. So, doing 5. Didn't take the point. Kind of a waste of a activation. So all I have is the priority, or the expertise objective. Move it 1 towards my side, put the 2, and I get a momentum.
Well, for priority, it's the block. My next activation, we'll get Bo-Katan. With Bo, we're just going to go ahead and take a move action. I just want to get where we're within 4 of Kraken and not drop everything. It'll just be right there, out of melee range there. I know it's a horrible angle. You can kind of see her. But we're going to attack Kraken there. Mandalorians are stronger together triggers, so she gets a free focus. She normally gets 6, so they get 7. 1, 2, 3 fails, 2 expertise, 2 strikes.
Kraken gets 4, it has an exposed. So We'll fail it all.
I got a crit strike. We'll do 4 on the tree. We get 4 on the tree, so we'll do 2 damage, followed by a pendant of damage, followed by 2 more damage, followed by a shove and a damage. The shove. Just gonna push it back this way some. We're gonna bring her forward. At the end of that, I'll still control the priority objective and the block objective.
The block was the priority and the failed.
I'll control the block on the failed. I'll move it 3 to my side, put it in the 5 position on my side.
Roll for priority. The expertise. Draw my next card. And then I'll get Kraken. I'm putting Kraken in reserve, and you don't have to use a force to put him in reserve. Draw my next card, and I'll get Kalani. Alright, with Kalani, he flips from wounded to injured. We'll go ahead and remove the pinned. And then we're going to, with Roger, B1s are within 4. So they're going to dash this way. I don't know if they can fit there. I guess they're doing what as far as they can go. And then Kalani down here is going to go ahead and attack Mother up there. Alright, Kalani gets 7. And then target concentrate all firepower for 8. 1, 2, 3 fails. 2 crits. 2 strikes. And an expertise.
Mother gets 7. Which 4 of it are going to be fails, 2 blocks, and expertise.
1 expertise is a crit.
Get a block.
So block those 2 out. 3 on the tree. Alright, 3 on the tree is going to be 2 damage, a shove of damage. A shove. Go this way. And he'll follow. And then we get to do a free tactical network and a damage. That'll wound her. The tactical network, we'll choose a battle droid. So I'm going to choose the B1s down here. This guy's going to dash this way. And he's going to get a hunker. Then hold on, we'll be back in a second. And then his last action, we're just going to start getting this way. At the end of that, I'll have the priority, which is the expertise, and I'll have the blocked, because Mother is wounded. So I'll move it 3 towards my side, putting the 2 on his side. I'll get a momentum for being on his side and a momentum for wounding Mother.
Roll for priority. The fail. My next activation, I'll get Maul. At the start of Maul's turn, I'm going to go ahead put a damage on him for force speed, just so we can get him slightly out of range of Kraken over here. So we can be able to climb with his regular action. Put him right up here. And then we're going to go ahead and pay 2 more damage onto Maul for the pull on Grievous. Within 3. Pulling 2 closer, correct?
Yep.
I'm going to pull you to where you're off of there. Towards that. And then we'll make a ranged attack on Grievous below. Maul is still on a sinister cunning side, so you get 7 for ranged. And it doesn't look good. 1, 2, 3 fails, and 4 strikes.
I think it'll be fine. Because I have 4 dice and they're closed. There you go. 2 blocks.
We block 2 out. We'll do 2 on the tree.
Yep.
That'll be a shove and 2 damage, and then a reposition it.
Yep, you wanted him.
with the shove, he's already up against this building. There's nowhere for him to go. But the reposition, we're going to the other side of Mother. Since he did 1 damage to Grievous, Mother's going to trigger, but she's wounded. I don't want to pay that force to be able to heal him 1. Into that, I get a momentum for wounding Grievous. I control the fail, which is the priority, and the block objective. So move it 3 towards my side, put in the 5 position on my side.
Roll for priority. It's the block. Draw my next card. I'll get the B2s. The B2s flip from wounded to injured. They're going to remove the bend. And then we're going to take a partial move. And then we're going to attack the one that doesn't have protection and steadfast. The B2s get 5 in melee. And with target concentrate all firepower, they'll get 6. 3 fails, a strike, 2 expertise.
Land Crease gets 4 in melee. 1 fail, 1 block, and 2 expertise.
2 expertise is a strike.
I'll get 2 blocks.
So block it all out. Let's do it again. Two crits, 3 strikes, and an expertise.
2 fails, 2 expertise.
1 expertise is a strike.
I get 2 blocks.
Block 2 out, we'll do 4. 4 on the tree, we're going to do a Sheva damage. And then 2 damage, and then another Sheva damage. So, up against the building, and then expose the 2 damage. And then we'll take that objective. At the end of that, we'll have the expertise and the fail. So we'll move it 2 towards my side, put a 3 on his side, and I'll get a momentum.
Roll for priority. It's the fail. My next activation, the Shatterpoint. For my Shatterpoint activation, I'm going to try to win in a peaceful manner. So I'm going to choose Bo-Katan. With Pride of the Mandalore, she's going to choose this guy to jump. Then her herself is going to take an advance. With that, since they are not wounded, she is not wounded, I don't need to attack. I have 3 people there, he only has 2, I will take control of that. At the end of that, I control now the priority and the block, so I'll move it 3 to my side, put it in the 6th position, winning me the struggle and winning me the game.